Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to another scrap mechanic bug report with Lyte. And today's, well, you get 2 bugs for the price of 1. Yeah, this one, it's another levitating block bug. We've got ourselves a floating little wood block here. Bonkity bonk bonk bonk. So you can make yourself a tiny little floating platform for no particular reason. I haven't explored the extent to which you can make this happen, but I can at least replicate it here most times. There's a little bit of randomness to it, but for the most part, I can make it happen. And then, the really interesting thing is some of the things that can undo it. So, what I'm going to do is build a thing up. Does nothing. Build a thing over. Does nothing. Attach something to it, and it falls. Didn't touch it, didn't update any collision physics, any falling physics, it just updated something nearby after doing it 3 times. Not sure why. But, let's take a look at the glitch itself. So, what I was testing was some friction things, and first I'll show you how it's supposed to work. We're just going to make ourselves a little thing like so. I don't think the shape has to be like this, but it makes the bug more consistent. But this is the way this rig is supposed to work. You push the button. Oh, wait. That's the glitch. It wasn't supposed to glitch with 3 of these here. It was just supposed to do it with 1. But this is glitch number 1. Depending on the way you set this up, if these 2 things, I believe it's only if they're the same material. But if this is 1 off of the ground, because over there it works just fine, over there it works just fine, but if it's just 1 off the ground, and you've got this thing and that thing, I believe they have to be the same material, don't quote me on that though, this suspension just doesn't budge. It doesn't compress at all. And then let's see if it will try to levitate those 3 blocks. Come on now. Okay, so we've disengaged that, and then we remove this raft. And then if we remove this suspension, haha! I managed to levitate 3 this time. Normally it only works with 1. The last time I tried it with 3, it did not work at all. It just compressed and it was great. But yeah, we have managed to levitate 3 blocks via an uncompressible suspension. 2 bugs in 1. 1, uncompressible suspension causing my friction testing to go awry. And then second, when you remove it, you get a levitating thingamajig that if you go 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, well that's different. Maybe it has to be diagonal? That's odd, because normally it's just 3 things and then it falls. Let's try my previous orientation. 1, 2, 3. That is super weird. Super weird. But that's the bug. That should be enough information for you to replicate it. It doesn't happen with just wood. I have replicated it with stone as well. So stone, raft, hop, like so. And we push the button. Incompressible suspension. We turn this off. Now it doesn't work every time, so it might not work this time. And then floating stone. I have a feeling if we attach anything to it, it'll update the physics and it'll fall. But it's worth checking. Yeah, that's to be expected. Let's see if we can do it with metal. The one time I tried it with metal, it did not work. think it was incompressible, but it didn't float. So there we go. Still incompressible. And then it pulls back. And let's see if we can get it to work. Show me the levitating metal. It even works with metal. So it might be possible to do this with an entire platform. And then you remove the suspension and the platform just stays there. And I mean, with how well it worked with building stuff off to the sides of it, I mean, that's really good. Let's try to build across here. And that's still fine. Build up. And it falls. So there's something to do with above it. And it's weird. But it might be possible to determine exactly what causes it to fall and then just not build there. And have a series of floating platforms, or just one really awesome long floating platform. But I think that's enough demonstration of the bug, how it works, how to reproduce it. So I will see you in the next episode of Scrap Mechanic with Lyte.